Personal experience where it has been since 2009, those cases came to us, they were mostly justifiable. And this is my personal experience, not talking about what all those cases, they don't come. Just certain cases, they come in, and then you review them and you make your judgment.
What was the most recent case that you actually you sat and heard testimony for and found justifiable?
We were asked not to these cases because they're a private matter and all that. We were given the what they call it, the oath that you cannot reveal the cases, because once you come in, they're all the private, and they're all
As a public official, whether which board you're serving on, especially if you're serving on the Citizens Review Board, your first oath of office is to protect and defend the citizens. Don't you see that as a conflict of interest, where you're not allowed to make public decisions that affect the public, especially in such a horrendous way?
I am with you there, and if I'm elected to the city council, so far I haven't been a public position all my life. I haven't been appointed to, like a city council position. I haven't been, but once I elected that, I have to leave those board. Officially, I can.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, any more questions for our candidates? Folks, if you would give our candidates a great big round of applause for participation. Yes, you have one?
I still have questions. I want to ask.
Steve, she has one more question.
No, I have. Yeah, I didn't.
Well, we'll applaud you again because you're really doing a great job. Raj, you got to take off.
Yeah,
Have a good day. Thanks for being with us. It's all yours.
Okay. Actually, I had a couple more questions. Bob, yours really quick. You said in a 2009 interview with the Las Vegas City Life that when asked if you would enter politics, you said that nope, maybe in 10 years or so, but I'm back working, making a living. My question to you is, why are you running? Is this part of your making a living? Are you making politics your career?
The cure didn't take.
I think it was quick.
That's
Couldn't
it?
time it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. Next question is for Rick. On many occasions, the Planning Commission recommends denial, but when the same agenda items appear in front of the City Council, they recommend approval. Do you know how many agenda items the Planning Commission denies and the City Council approves? And do you believe the city should eliminate the Planning Commission, saving the city tens of thousands of dollars, since the City Council doesn't make the Planning Commission's recommendations?
The issue between Planning Commission making recommendations of denial is part of the process. We have neighborhoods, they come forward, applicants bring applicants forward, we set up meetings. Staff says we recommend approval or denial based on specific codes. We take public hearing from the neighbors. We encourage neighbors to come in, speak to this board. It's public, it's televised, it is very open and very positive. From that, the Planning Commission makes a vote of a recommendation to the City Council. That's the process that we have here. City Council then can make decisions based on a broader approach. They get to make political decisions. Planning Commission gets to make recommending decisions, and staff makes technical decisions. So it is all a part of making our government, our process, very open. We used to have a Board of Zoning Adjustment, and we found out that that was costing money. It really didn't, everybody would appeal their decisions to the Planning Commission, so it was a waste. It was phased out probably 12 years ago. So we've done a lot of things. We have additional committees, like sign committees within certain areas of wards to help those neighbors have a better impact on smaller issues so they can go, business can get those approved. But most of the City Council wants items that go before planning brought forward. So they want that public input so they can have it.
But is it just a front if the recommendations are not taken, if they're just, isn't it just? Well,
staff makes very defined recommendations saying our code says it has to be a 5-foot setback. Someone built their home, their garage, it's a half a foot in the right-of-way. We can say no, we can tell, and the council can say no, and the opportunity is to tear that house down. Or you can take into consideration the public comment and make a recommendation to the council.
Okay, one quick question. On several occasions, some people would say developers are out for themselves and not the average Las Vegas citizen. As a developer sitting on the planning commission, do you favor developers over Las Vegas city residents that has testified before the planning commission indicating that a particular project would affect their property value, business, or their way of life? And can you personally name one average citizen that you sided with over a developer's project?
Well, I think you just have to look at the lakes. You can talk to any one of the residents of the lakes.
Can you name one?
I can name Donna Toussaint, Will Kemp, Bob Genzer, who used to be our Director of Planning and Zoning, Craig Galati. I can name you a lot of people in the ward, and I'll give you that list if you want to take it down.
No,
All right.
Is that the same Will Kemp that provided a quarter of your money?
I don't know.
Yeah, let's direct our answers to him.
The situation is those people are residents of that ward. They looked at this application that was not in compliance. It was not compatible with the neighborhood, and they came down to City Hall against some very big developers, very big consultants, and it was denied. I don't think that's a problem. Planning commissioners aren't there to tout the goodwills of all the developers.
So which way did you go? Did you go
I voted
towards
against
the
it.
developer, or did you
I voted against the project because it was the right thing to do.
What happened to McCarran Marketplace?
Ronnie, you done?
Are your properties down?
And one thing, I'm not a developer. I'm a real estate broker, I'm not a developer. I don't develop projects, I don't build things, but it seems to me that's the definition that most people get. We need educated, well-rounded people on our city council, or on our planning commissions, to make great decisions that affect each one of us. And they need to be sensitive to what's raised to them. Thank you. I appreciate you all being here. And
Give these candidates one more round of applause. Folks in here, if you want to ask them individual questions, please do so out in the corridor, in the foyer. I might ask the panelists to stay